Well, I need to do this. Yes! Alright. Oh, almost shot my controller. This knife for the first time. You're not saying anything, so I'm just saying. This is getting really weird. There are just too many strange coincidences. Who are the wait, are they? That's so strange. You know, my internet's been acting a little buggy lately. So. At that same knife was used to stab that same masked attacker we found here. 2 people to you, one of those. Wait. Why did you say white chocolate? For the attack, I was in a kind of trance. Maybe I reacted by grabbing the knife. Maybe then this really is Kayoko. It would mean Kayoko is the one that attacked me, but why the mask? I just don't know. I don't remember anything clearly from last night. No, it can't be. There's no way. I know, right? I can't really remember it. Okay, I thought you, Camo or Kibble? Marissa, you good? You good? You took a bit of a walk. So who does the body belong to? Whoever it is, I'm not gonna look. I don't wanna say anymore. When Marissa took off the mask and it blew up. It's 11 o'clock right now. Okay, and
serious.
Oh well, I was just thinking about when we first found the body. When the body was found, huh? I should look back. I did this morning to help me remember when Monica was not gonna woke me up at 7 o'clock as usual, and I had to put Banging Hot pretty soon. What the headed for the hold on. I think my fish might be getting a little bit hungry. Either that, I can't remember if I fed him or not, but he said I'll be at home. Eat the pellets, the lip of the frog. If you eat them, so help me God. Alright, anyway, I'm back to the gameplay. Then I headed to the gym where everyone else was waiting. Next, Toko went to go get the pickaxe, and that's when she found the body. What? How can you start a fire with 2 lollipops? That's not how it works. You need. Actually, I'm not even gonna tell you. You're gonna start a fire. I know how to start a fire, but I'm not telling you. What? I know how to commit arson, and I'm not gonna. Just kidding. It was just before 9 o'clock, so it's probably 9 on the dot now. That's right. I had to have been around right around 9 o'clock. Ah, now that you mention it, I think you're right. So I think we can say for sure the body was found at 9 AM. Okay, my job's done. That's a pretty small job, I know it. Okay, so 9 o'clock, we gotta remember that. Yeah, just be sure, let's just look in the shit really quick, because we don't know what's going on here. Why? Oh, it won't. This room is dusty and disorganized. In other words, pretty typical school shit. Is this a tarp? Wait, was there a tarp here in here before? I should probably look like it was the case. Or head. The top is wet and covered with mud, but the underside is totally clean and dry. One side of the tarp is wet and dirty. Something about this bothers me. You are not committing arson! I know how to commit arson, but I'm not telling you. The chicken. It's from Makoto. Do you remember how the body looked, you know, before it blew up? If I remember right, it was wearing some kind of mask and big white coat, and there was a knife sticking out of the stomach, and the area around it was stained with blood. Apparently, the wound had stopped bleeding, but the blood on the body was still wet. Right? Kuya said not to touch it to avoid getting all bloody, but for how much blood there was on the body, I didn't see any on the ground around it. Okay. Yeah, someone didn't listen. You already know who that is. God, I do look Asian. But, wow, thanks. That was a big help. Now that you explained it, I totally remember how it looked. Well, having a talk about it might help me remember it a lot better too. So thank you too. Before the bot. Hold on, I need to check on that chicken. If they're dead, I'm quitting the game. Okay, thank God. I count 4 chickens. Wait, huh? 4? Actually, yeah, 4. Wasn't there a 5th one?
Yo.
What's going on, Makoto? Oh, I'm glad you're here. Listen, do you remember how many chickens there were? Of course, there are precisely 5. Yeah, right? What's wrong? There's only 4 chickens in here. Wait. You're 1 short. That's so weird. I wonder when it disappeared. I was down here just before last night, and there were definitely 5 chickens. What? What are we gonna do? Going to find the 4 is gonna have an impact on the structure of the world.
Conspiracy!
It's like a jigsaw puzzle. If even a single piece disappears, the entire world will remain unfinished. That's a point. I did my best to ignore Hiro and focus on the problem at hand. Why did one of the chickens disappear? Could it be related to the case? I don't want to talk. Okay, talk to word around you. Good timing, Makoto. I want to talk. Reaction? What do you want?
So, in other words...
I like how you hear but
in other words...
Correct. I'd love to hear where you were after nighttime began last night. Well, I was sick, so I was asleep. But why are you asking what's nighttime got to do with it?
Naturally.
Isn't obvious this murder took place after nighttime? How can you know that for sure? Because just after night began, I came to the garden. I was going around looking for everyone so I could tell them about Monokuma. Hiro's been spending most of his time in the garden the last few days, so I figured he'd be here, and I confirmed that when I arrived last night. It's still lagging. Hold on, I need to do something to confirm this Tourette's. I need to do something. Screw you, quiz. I think I got that password wrong. Yep. Oh, we know? I'm gonna check my live stream really quick and see what's happening. Okay, now I'm gonna keep the live stream on. And if it starts lagging, then I'll hear ya. Wait. Hi. Oh, hello. Whoever's talking. Byakuya. What?
In other words.
Oh. What the hell is this? The murder could only have taken place at some point during nighttime after I left the garden. However, Toko, Hira, and Hina and I were at the gym last night together the entire night last night. What? Once I found Hiro in the garden, we immediately... Byakuya is Shreko... Well... They're trying to spoil it for me. I don't know what you're talking about. Because I tend to forget a lot. I found Hiro in the garden. We immediately went to Toko and Hina's room to get them. At that point, we all went to the gym and began dismantling Monokuma. As a precaution... Yeah, my stream's not lagging. So, Kate, I think it's you. We made sure not to go anywhere alone. We even went to the bathroom in pairs. In other words, all 4 of us have airtight alibis. The only ones who don't have alibis are me and Kayoko.
Right.
And if the victim really is Kayoko, then I'm the only one without an alibi. Also, when we went to go get Hyun, I gotta admit, he actually kind of is me. Go get Hina and Toko, we stopped by your room as well. What? But you never came to the door, so we were precise. Who were you? I'm telling the truth. Well, I was in my room, but I was dead asleep. I had a fever, so he's not even that bad. That's hardly an alibi. I know. So what now? You seem to be a quite disadvantage here. I'm the only one without an alibi. That's really bad, isn't it? Well, he really said Super Saiyan. When the hell did he say Super Saiyan? Because if he did, I'll play the game way more. I don't think I'm... What else is there to see? I've pretty much seen every... Oh wait, the dial. Now I think about it. What about the dial? The dial. This is the power control sprinkler. It's 7:30 and Monokuma said the time possible. So it says it couldn't be changed. Huh? Hold on. So sprinklers turn on at 7:30 each morning, right? Wait. Toko! Dude, Toko didn't die from the explosion. I'm surprised. Then, if the body was here before then, the sprinkler should have gotten it wet. Which would mean that murder must have taken place. I barely even... I can't even remember what the person said. I think I've checked everything I need to in this area, but I'm not done yet. There are other areas I need to check. Not for Toko. I already did. Especially that track. There's somewhere I need to go in order to confirm my suspicions. And I still need to find out more about Kayoko. Is that really is Kayoko? If that's true. Was that also Kayoko who attacked me last night? But that doesn't make any sense. If you remember, Kayoko, like, he passed. He didn't say thrilled. Kayoko was never the kind of person to talk about herself all that much. Maybe if I can get into her room, I'll be able to find out more. But see,
It's all clear now.
I will simply limit your options. I can't allow you to engage in any further suspicious activity.
What?
Limit your options.
give up.
Give me the key to your room. I don't have a choice. I have to see if you'll let me borrow her room. Hold on, I need to read the account again. What sprinklers? As such, it can be assumed that if the body has been here, it would have gotten wet. Okay. Yo, bastard, give me room. Hey, I'm by the clear. If you do come up with an alibi, I'll be happy to hear it later. I'm sorry. If you do come up with an alibi, I'd be happy to hear it later at the class trial. I read it too fast. I'm so sorry. Oh no, it's not about that. You have the key to Kayoko's room, right? I was hoping I could borrow it. I'm afraid I can't take that risk. You're the prime suspect after all. If I had an ultimate, I'd be the ultimate nail artist. And why is that? Tell me. Of course, if I were to go with you, that would be a different story. Dude, if I had an ultimate, I'd be the ultimate fat. Then will you go with me? Sorry, I have my own agenda to take care of. Find me again later and we'll see. Depending on my mood, I may go with you or I may not. Come back later, huh? Okay, then in the meantime, I should keep it around somewhere else. Maybe I should check out that one area. I like how he's saying like one area. What area? I know. That person's just. That person's just like just typing random stuff. Is it this one? Oh. What do I do? Oh, the person left, I think. Oh well. Hold on. I don't know where to go. At this point, I need to check every room. Because I don't know where hold on. I need to look at the fragment and try to, I guess, find where this is. That's not what you bullets. What does this look like? Maybe a belt of some sort? There were bits of charred debris nearby. Wait, what if it's linked to Monokuma? Or it could be a security room, I'm just saying. Oh, let's check here one more, or the data lab. Let's check here one more time. I think it's creepy as hell, but let me just check one more time. Wait, can I go in the board? Stupid tourist creature want to come. What the heck could be inside? Check for yourself, dude. Yeah, let's check this. The lab of infinite bullcrap. Oh no. Caden question. Do you know what the piece leads to? Damn, I don't know. It says check a room. I don't know what room. What room? Tell me. Please. What? Why? Okay. Okay. How about this? How about this? I turn on my face cam. How about that? Because on my thing it's not lagging. So I'm just gonna put the tab over. So here, I'll just turn on my face cam. Anyway. Yeah. God. Imagine what the girl thought when she read that. I don't know where this goes. God, I don't know where it goes. Oh my God, it's hard. This is hard to like figure out. Where can it lead to? Let me think. It looks like a belt of some sort. It said a fragment, so maybe a rock. Really? Maybe let's go back to my team or the gym. Hold on, I thought Monokuma was dead. Hey, stop speaking facts. It's like saying Precious is fat, even though he's actually not. I didn't say. I figured out it wouldn't be here.
You know?
I just found something. What is it? It's what? A bomb. There's one installed in every bomb. Bomb? Huh. A bomb. There was a bomb. There was no doubt about that. The fragments I found in the garden. Yes! Okay, yeah, I got it right. Fragment of the dead body has been updated into these bullet tests. Oh, so the bomb was the bomb that was installed in the mask. Okay, okay. I checked every else. I can't think of all that's left now. Is Kayoko's room. I should have. You just called him fat right now, dude. You just called him a fatty. You called him a fatty. Like I just heard you got your my little fatty. I heard that. You said that. You said my little fatty. It's like My Little Pony, but different. Oh, Precious, you're making Precious cry. You're making Precious cry now. Hold on. Wait. What was that doing again? My talking's kind of stopped since I'm talking a lot, so I guess that's good. Bakuya, you bastard. Oh yeah, I saw Gordon Ramsay's restaurant in Las Vegas, I remember. What do you mean reaction? I was like, bro. Val told me, she was like, oh yeah, like Gordon Ramsay's Hell's Kitchen. People were in it. It looked fancy. So
Let's go.
you wanted to check out Kyoto's right? Very well. Let's go. Wait for me. Bakuya walked off without a second glance, and I hurried after him, and I waited for Dorns. Do I have to get to my reaction to this? Kaden, do I have to give you my face reaction because something bad's gonna happen? You just admitted something bad's gonna happen. Oh, open it. I can't unlock it myself. I need to ask. Oh my god, dude. Well then, here we go. Like Creed took out the key and slid it into the keyhole, and then click, and it's open. That's what I get. Thanks. You just call him right now, I swear. Yes, you did. Holy crap, it looks all normal. This is Kayoko's room. Yo, what's his number 6? I found number 6. There's something on the tube. It looks like a wood block decoration.
What?
What's that? What purpose does it have? I think it's probably a key. The locker at the Australia traditional public bathrooms used for their lockers. I wouldn't know. I've never gone to a public bathhouse. That doesn't really surprise me. It's hard to get to that too.
It's certainly possible.
But I pushed myself 3 times. One of them was kind of hard, to be honest. Alright, well, it's fine. It actually kind of didn't hurt, to be honest. It's not enough like to say ow. It could feel pain, but you don't want to say ow. But for me, for other people, it's probably like, I don't know what to do. But if it is a key, I think I might know what it unlocks. What? Unless I'm mistaken. I'm pretty sure I saw something in the dojo that is my go-to. Dojo. So take it.
It's certainly possible.
Well, let's go dojo. Okay, I think it would be low and stick around here. Fine bathroom, sure, why not? My face kind of puffing up, and she might have a certain articles hanging out to dry. Use the bathroom. She might have certain articles hanging out to dry. I better not look inside. Oh, never mind. Here's her bed. I don't see anything like that. What, am I supposed to talk to you now? Because I haven't talked to you.
What?
You want to come here, so what is you're looking for? Nothing in particular. I just thought you might find some food. A clue that might help us understand.
Come on.
You can't be serious. That's why you made me take my time out of my search to come here. Sorry. Regardless, if you plan on poking around at random, you're due no matter how much time you take. Surely you have something more concrete. Something to give us so direction. Oh, I know. Early titles will give me something. I don't know what to do. It's true that still my determination to open it. Something ever happens to me. I'm gonna have to open it. I have to open it. What's it in the envelope? Kyle gave it to me. She said it never happened. I should open it.
Interesting.
Well, something has certainly happened, so open it. There's a point though. Something did happen. We don't know where she is. The paper under the sheets. Under the sheets. That's all that was in it. Yeah, it looks like it. Under the sheets. What could it be? I'm scared. But something be hidden under the sheets. Part of me didn't expect to find anything, but as I lifted up the sheet, what's this? I found a crumpled up piece of paper. Makuro Ikusaba. Gender female. I don't even know. Class 78 student registry.
I see.
Appears to be Makuro Ikusaba's profile. Yeah, looks like it. That's probably the other thing Hayako stole when she snuck into the headmaster's room. God, you're so annoying. Fine, I'll tell you. It was a key and that's it. It must be the blank I was talking about. Hayako said a death without meaning was unappealing, and this is what she left behind. I don't have time for your... Hurry up and finish up research. Oh, okay. I may never pull my stuff together. I look down on the profile sheet. My name. The ultimate soldier. A little small for her age. She was a military specialist trained in every weapon type imaginable. She showed an interest in the military from childhood. As soon found herself completely absorbed in... What if she is the mastermind? Makuro Ikusaba. Because if you think about it, no, Makuro, the 16th student. The mystery box. She showed an interest. Like, if she was in the military, that means now we know where she got all the spears, the guns, the mounted turret, the Gatling gun, like the safes and all that. In elementary school, she won a survival game tournament and began writing for final magazines. This before entering middle school. While she and her family were on vacation in Europe, she disappeared. The story of a young Japanese girl being kidnapped quickly took over Japan media. Yeah. An intense international investigation turned up no information, and she was never found. However, she appeared in Japan 3 years later along and completely unannounced. She revealed that she had joined a mercenary group known as Finir. For those 3 years, she insisted that she hadn't been kidnapped, that she received battle training of her own votation. However, she never revealed why she decided to return home when she did. Damn, okay. The ultimate soldier, mercenary group, doesn't feel real. The world I grew up in is like a completely different dimension. It's like one's non-fiction and the other is sci-fi. There's no way to even compare those two. That's how different this is. That was how I saw things as just an ordinary person back then. I never imagined I would hear the name Finir in a place like this. Huh? You recognize it? The Finir mercenary group. Mercenary Corps. I feel like I said that right. Finir is a collection of battle-crazed warriors. But they do have their uses, and they always get the job done. That's worth remembering. This is all part of a world totally removed from the one I live in. I have to say, I'm intrigued. Everywhere I've heard says that Finir has already... Found it! Oh, what the hell? What the... Whoa, I feel like our hero is becoming a bit player. A bit player is becoming our hero. Yo, are you watching us, bro? You're like a spider. Yeah, so Monokuma's a whore. Oh, it's you. What have you got in your pretty little hand? Uh-oh, you found her profile. So, what if we did? Hey! Don't freak out on me. I'm not gonna hold it against you or anything. And in case you're wondering, I don't hold it against Hayako either. Even though she stole it and hid it. After all, there's no rules against stealing. But who I can't forgive is Miss Ogami, who broke the rules and busted me to the head. Maybe I'll drag her corpse out here and slice it up and devour it. Bears are omnivore. You don't have to, you know. What? Our rules violations are really so unforgivable. You're quite adamant about those regulations. Are you still here? Okay. Of course, I am a proper school life. It is built on the dedication to organization and order, which is why even I, as the school headmaster, have to follow the regulations myself. Oh, so you're saying you have to follow your own rules as well.
Of course!
Obviously, I can't have you complaining about how unfair it all is. Now, kind of. So wait, so you killed Jungle? Does that mean you have to go to class trial and vote you out, and then you have to get executed? You have to like look up a gun and shoot yourself? Like I don't know. In fact, on the subject of fairness, would you like to know something interesting? It's about the one writing all the rules. They're actually one of the participants in the killing game. I don't think I ever actually told you how many participants there actually were, did I? I was thinking I should probably clarify that.
Hey,
When you all first got to get in the main hallway, back when there were 15 people there, right? God, okay, I'm just gonna point out who's dead. You're dead. I don't know about her. You're dead. You're dead, and all three of you are dead. I think that first meeting may have led to a little misunderstanding among you all. A misunderstanding? Are you saying?
In other words,
that's right. There weren't actually 15.
yes, indeed.
The total number of students taking part in this killing game were actually 16.
Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student.
I hate it.
lying
Dude, it
hidden
keeps on flashing
somewhere
back
in
to
the
this, and I
school.
swear to God.
The one they call the ultimate despair.
Wait, but she's the ultimate soldier. She's not the ultimate
Watch out for
despair.
her.
The 16th student, Makuro Ikusaba. He's part of the school life. So the one making all the regulations is...
Why?
Are you sure something? Why are you telling us this? Oh, well, because, like I told you, the killing game is desperately popular. You wouldn't believe the ratings. And since we've got so many viewers now, I wanted to make sure everyone was on the same page. I don't want to make up to a hurricane of complaints and hate mail, you know. I mean, Hurricane's already out there.
Yes, indeed.
Makes sense. I mean, Hurricane Michael killed Calvin Calamari. You don't see me climbing on him.
Well now.
Okay, then all you get for now. Oh, actually, I do have some revenge to get, so I have an extra bonus for you. Revenge. I want to get back at the sneaky Miss Kirigiri, so I'm gonna share a little secret with you. Seriously?
Hey,
You know how she wears those stupid gloves day in and day out all the time? Well, don't tell anyone I told you, but she wears them to cover a bunch of hideous scars that she doesn't want anyone to see. What? Okay, now that's all you get. Well, it just has his face on it. Kayako wears those gloves to cover up a bunch of scars? Wait, so on the back of her hand... The tattoo. Wait, you mean Kayako really is dead? Wait, but no, Marco specifically said they were scars, right? Oh, alright. That's why Kayako wears her gloves to hide the scars, which means... Those fake nails on the corpse. Are you thinking about Kayako again? Huh?
What?
Forgotten about her. What happens right now is uncovering Monokuma's trap.
Such ignorance.
God must have really hated you. It's making you so dull. Don't you remember what Monokuma just told us? He said that there were 16 students, right? Which means Makuro was a student here. Obviously, Monokuma was trying to tell us that Makuro is the one creating the rules to the game. But why would he tell us that? And why now? He said he wants to make things clear so there wouldn't be any complaints later. But there were facts that he said that proved that Makuro is connected to this case. That's why Monokuma revealed the existence of a 16th student. He needs to make our investigation fair. Makuro is related.
It's certainly possible.
Perhaps she's the one who killed Kayako. That would explain why we would have to have a class trial, wouldn't it? If she's a student and she killed someone, that would make her part. I just want to go back to Monokuma Theater. Her part of the school killing game. Makuro is the killer. She killed Kayako. Anyway, should be able to come to that conclusion, don't you think? In fact, that's exactly what I thought when the first invasion game first began. But based on what Monokuma just told us, I changed my mind.
It's all clear now.
Makuro Ikusaba isn't the culprit. Huh? What makes you say that? You thought Makuro the Ultimate Despair was the last of my true identity. But if that true Monokuma behavior makes no sense, why would the mastermind go out of their way to reveal themselves? At That's a good
So, in
point.
other words,
The school giving us information that would raise questions about her would be bold, to say the least. It makes more intense to assure that Makuro isn't the culprit. So that's the trap. They want us to suspect Makuro and come to the wrong conclusion. That's what makes sense to me. The way you say it definitely does seem possible, but if that's really true, and Makuro isn't the killer, then who is? Well then, I believe our work here is finished. Let's move on. I'm sure the other places will need of investigation. I just find out if that key to the dojo really
let's
are.
go.
Well, are you coming? Oh, it's so lucky in here. There are wooden lockers here. There are woodlock keys. Woodlock keys? I never expected that. There's like those super traditional public bathhouses. It looks like the key was found in Kyoto's room.
I see.
Makoto, do you see the lucky farthest to the
Very
right?
strange.
That's the one that doesn't have a key in it at the moment. You understand what that means, right? I should probably use the key we found at the
That's right.
Well, just try it. Okay, I took out the wooden lock key and inserted it into the locker. Dude, if I find a dead body, I'm gonna cry. The locker easily substitute. Arrows! There are arrows in here. Those are 10 arrows in total. They look like they're made of titanium, which means they're quite strong despite how thin they are. Of course, with our bow, they're nothing but strong little sticks. Strong sticks. Titanium arrows. Oh, there's something on the outside of the locker. It's all whited up a ball of duct tape. I wonder what's this? Is that blood? Is that a blood stain? If it is, that means it must certainly be related to the case. The duct tape is related to the case. How could it possibly be involved? I think that's all the doctor's office for now. Well, actually, I'm going to go over the radio.
Very
It's
strange.
very odd, don't you think? The locker was hiding items that were clearly related to the case. But how did the key to the locker wind up in the line? Perhaps. Like, forget it. Kyoto was just trying to hide the evidence, maybe? Come on, we need to continue to the next location. Huh? Next location. There's still something we need to look into. We need to do research on Finnier. Finnier, you and the mercenary group that Makuro was a part of? But how are we supposed to find out about that? Isn't it obvious? We're in this school. Would you go do some research or something? The library research. Are you talking about the archive? Yeah, the library. That's right. The archives has all kinds of info that generally the public doesn't have
Let's
access
go.
to. Yeah. Oh my god. I keep on messing up and my brain is killing me right now. We only have to have so much time before the trial begins. Let's hurry. It's just ran really quick. I'm good. I believe there was a fire related to the thing over here. Olivia, Jaden. What? I'm gonna be honest. When I was gonna play Danganrompa, I kind of thought I was gonna get bored of it. No. When I bought a Danganronpa, I thought I was gonna get bored of it. Like I thought I was gonna get bored of it like in the beginning, but now I'm like in this like hell. Like he seems to know the archive like the back of his mind and went straight to this. Here we go. He took it returned with the file in hand. Read it out loud, smart guy. Look at this. I have no idea what it says. What language is this? Hey, look, it's the dog. Wait, so... So... I can't remember her name, but she is dead. How do you make the way high school without learning a single word of French? Huh? I'm pretty sure most high schoolers can't speak French. Well, whatever, I'll read it to you, but I expect you to repay your debt 100 times over. 100 times? Isn't that kind of extreme? Finnier is an elite fighting unit based out on the Middle East. Unlike military contractors, there are a fierce group of soldiers who engage in direct combat. They claim that a single member... Stop crying! Is equivalent to an entire company of vigorous. So do just like shall we precious. The wolf of Ragnarok. They are mere present. Oh, hold on. Just shoot Tommy 2 times. Oh my god, why? Just stuff. Kaden, are you still here? Are you tired? Then sleep! Anyway, Wolverine present. Why? Is enough to try to fear into it. And oh, come on, he's look. I've been involved in countless military battles and operations, most of which are highly classified. However, some time ago, they completely ceased all activity. At prison, their continuances cannot be confirmed. There are unconfirmed reports that the key members of the group were all neutralized. Rumors indicate that they were killed to keep the revealed the secrets they acquired. So, however, believe there was mounting internal tension within the group, and they simply felt it.
What?
What is it? This all just sounds like some kind of alternate reality. Well, it isn't. This is our reality. The only reality. These people are part of our world. The battlefields aren't much different from our lives here, and unpredictable and unimaginable. That's what makes it all so exciting. Exciting definitely isn't the word I would use. So, did anything jump at you? This may be your last opportunity to learn about Finir. Now that you mention it, the report says something about where the name Finir comes from, right? That's right, it's Finir, the wolf of Ragnarok. Speaking of which, would you like to know something interesting related to that? Show that their member.
Time is utterly silent, and yet it constantly assaults us organisms, the Earth, natural phenomena. It damages us little by little until the end.
Dude, this sounds like the last class trial.
That. Anyway, it's time to begin the class trial. So, please meet up in the usual spot. See you later.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We get the memo. Then the time has come. All we can do is try to uncover the truth during the class trial. Right. It would seem that way. Let's go. Dude, why don't I like? Oh wait, never mind. Well, by Kuya and Makoto showed up together. But where the heck have you two been? You just disappeared without a word. We were investigating, of course. How could you not figure that out by this point? Makoto ranked high enough for you guys to go off together. Just the two of you. Mercy, don't get all jealous. Are you jealous? Or are you making up some kind of creepy fantasy for yourself? Stop talking to him. Base yourselves. He'll be here any second. Any second? He could show up at any time. I imagine what was about to happen. I immediately tensed up and prepared myself, but you stood there for 5 minutes waiting for something weird to happen, and then 5 minutes became 10.
Why?
What's going on here? Why hasn't Monokuma shown up yet?
Could it be?
Maybe he died again? What should we do? Should we keep waiting him or... Oh, there he is. Or what? Jesus! Did I scare you?
Come on.
I demand an explanation. Why did you waste my time and make me wait like that? What? I made you wait? You got it all backwards. You're the ones making me wait. Huh?
In other words...
I'm waiting for everyone to arrive. We can't start until everyone's here. Now, can we? What are you talking about? Everyone is here. We're all been waiting for you. Sorry, but you're right. But I've been waiting 10 minutes now, so it's okay. If I punch the one making us all wait, right? If we all agree it's a violation, I'll arrange a punishment right now. If it's me you're waiting for, I'm here. When we heard a voice, we all spun around to look.
Hey.
I'm here and the rules been broken. Kayoko? Kayoko, you're still alive. No, that's a good ghost. Stop talking. If you want to fight, do it at a class trial. You need to save some of the penalty for being late.
Is that right?
I made it here just fine. What school regulation did I violate? Am I wrong? So selfish, so spoiled. You're right, there's no penalty officially, but I bet you'll be sorry later. No, I'll make you sure you're sorry later. Anyway, hustle your butts onto the elevator. I'll be just one step ahead of you. Heard that, Kyoko, take off your gloves. When Monokuma was gone, we all rushed up to Kyoko. Yeah. So you really didn't die? Of course I didn't die. Thank God, I'm so glad you're okay. Perhaps, but that's not necessarily a good thing for us. He's right, now we've got to deal with a good girl. I told you to stop talking. I agree with Marissa. Come on, let's just go. Whatever we need to discuss, we can do it during the class trial. Without ever looking directly at Kyoko, Byakuya stepped into the elevator. Master will wait for me. Good call. Who knows what happened to us if we take too long. I'll be happy when the class trial is all over. One after another, everyone piled up into the elevator. Kyoko, where were you? But I couldn't help myself. I had to talk to Kyoko for the class trial. Get in your room, Harry. Get in your room. Listen, before we get started, I have to ask you. Where have you been this whole time? You used the key of yours to go somewhere, didn't you?
Correct.
So, I want to investigate the second floor dorms. Second floor?
That's right.
There aren't any monitors or cameras there, so I was able to avoid Monokuma completely. Of course, I also missed his mouth. I had no idea a body had been discovered, but when did you find it? Oh, just now. I finished my research and came back now. Just in time to hear a class trial announcement. I took some time to go over the crime scene first. I can't go to the track completely, but if you were all on for the dorms, then that's why the key you found goes
Wrong.
to. Actually, to be precise, not
In
quite.
other words,
I used Monokuma's secret tool, which can open any lock of the school. Give it. So she was on the second floor.
Just a second.
Hey, what are you two doing? Hurry up before we get into trouble with Monokuma.
Makoto.
It's our ghost? Who spoke? We can go over all the details when we get through the trial. Makoto. Right now, I just want to focus on surviving our current situation, because this is all probably that's the single most crucial moment so far for me, for her. That's a strange way to put it. The class trial is important to everyone, right? So why would she say it's a crucial moment for her?
Goodbye.
Well, if that's all. Seemingly unconcerned, Kyoko made her way to the elevator. I'm just overthinking what she said, right? What am I doing in my life? Yeah, door slid shut. Yeah, compared to everybody that's died, like, this time the clunking was loud enough to hurt my ears, and the dread began to consume me once again. I can't imagine ever used to the mental pressure that comes with preparing for an execution. In that dusky darkness, nobody said a word. We just stood there, silent and still. After an immeasurable period of time. Oh, I just remembered the last execution was Alter Ego. After an immeasurable period of time, the doors opened without warning. dazzling light penetrated every depth of my eye, but it wasn't the illuminating light of hope. Why are you pointing this out? It was the blinding light of despair. Jesus Christ, dude!
I can't wait!
It looked like Club Ice on fire. The time for pointless jokes and jabs.
Thrills, chills, kills!
Let's get on with the show. Thrill, chills, and kills. A deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly class trial. Swear I'm like Tari. We got any more skills, sir? Chives. Where's Chives? Well, I don't know. Nothing on me. But that's fun. Trial, class trial. All rise. All rise for nothing, all of you.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the
I've heard
results.
this so many times, dude. We'd have to
If
repeat
you
it.
can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened.
Oh, you're back.
And the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
Kaden. Kaden?
What?
I'm afraid. I'm afraid.
Why?
Cause, if you think about it, someone killed him. I don't know who killed. Wait, did someone kill him or it was just commit suicide?
I'm not saying.
Oh my god. Now that I think about it, it was suicide.
Okay, well, I'll leave the rest up to
You won't say anything. You would have said, like, last time you said someone did kill him.
Well then, let's discuss the specifics
I
of the
think it was
victim.
with Hifumi. I said, is there a murderer? And you said yes. And this time you're not telling me. So I feel like it was just commit. I'm saying it just commit rope bomb, whatever. Well, let's discuss the specialties. of the
First,
victim.
we need to clarify who exactly the unidentified victim is.
It's Kyoko. There's no other explanation.
But Kyoko's standing right there.
Exactly.
That's a ghost!
But she has legs and stuff.
She has a point.
Well, that's just because...
There's a lot of ghosts that actually, like, half of their body is missing. I've seen it before. And you're laughing. I'm not even gonna-
She's like the latest evolution in ghost technology!
Ghost technology.
There's a limit to how much ridiculousness I can tolerate.
Exactly, dude.
Okay. So I just have to prove that the corpse isn't Kyoko, right?
I have to make
Then
my
let's
case.
compare Kyoko's traits to the traits of the dead body.
Her traits?
Tattoo. Kyoko's face, Kyoko's piercing, Kyoko's gloves.
I got it! I'm talking about her gloves. They'll give us some insight into the mystery. I'm sure of it.
In that case, I think it would be helpful if someone explained why she actually wears those gloves.
And would you happen to know the answer?
Yes.
In fact, Monokuma told me. Apparently you have scars on your hands you don't want anyone to see.
And why is that?
Oh, you know, now that I think about it, the corpse wasn't wearing any gloves, right?
They probably just got burnt up in the explosion.
That can't be possible.
I'm not convinced. The ghost is just trying to fool us all.
Why are you acting so weird? There's no way that curse is Kyoko because. But if I can't prove why, we're gonna be stuck here in the case move forward. So I said, but two, and I'll be lying. Freaking great, dude. This is freaking tight, Jake. Tattoo on the right hand.
That Kyoko there is just a ghost.
But what's the fake nails? I'm not too sure.
Okay, then prove it. Prove she's not a ghost.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
That's true.
They got burnt up in the explosion.
Then she was wearing gloves before the explosion?
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves. Because that corpse is absolutely Kyoko.
This entire discussion is idiotic.
Wait, there's something like at the end. I know that the body's Kyoko's. I need to prove
that Kyoko there.
Impossible.
Okay,
hold on.
Then prove it. Prove she's not a ghost.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
They got burnt up in the explosion.
Then she was wearing gloves?
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves.
No! Gosh darn it!
Because that corpse is absolutely Kyoko.
This entire discussion is
Those
idiotic.
purple words messed me up.
That Kyoko. Okay,
then prove it.
The dead body was...
They got burnt up in the explosion.
Then she was wearing gloves?
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves.
Got it.
No, it's wrong.
Oh yeah, and I remember in the anime, it kind of does this.
No.
It said Makoto doesn't say no, you're wrong like 100,000 times. He actually says like something. Wait, no, you're wrong or something like that.
Whoever it was, they were wearing fake nails. Remember?
It was cool is that it actually shows the words and it actually shows like little bullets coming at it. It was cool. Whoever it was, they were wearing fake nails.
I imagine trying to wear gloves over nails like that would have been a pretty big pain. Besides, Kyoko wears gloves to hide her hands, right? It'd be pretty weird for someone who's self-conscious about their hands to wear fake nails. Don't you think?
Jeez, man, you don't know women, huh? They're complicated like that.
If anyone doesn't know women, it's you.
Well, Kyoko, any thoughts?
These gloves were custom made to the size of my hands to make sure they don't interfere with my daily life. If I wore fake nails, the gloves wouldn't fit properly.
Then that's that. The dead body doesn't belong to Kyoko.
Which should have been obvious since she's standing right here.
Okay, so then, who's the real victim? First, we need to figure that out.
That's the first thing I said. You're the one who's been dragging us around in circles.
I don't know how the Makoto did not see it in the file, which all the mercenary, it shows the logo, which is the same logo on her hand. Yay, like freaking here. Guess what? Tattoo on her head. Tattoo on her head. Why are the sprinklers in this?
If Kyoko really is still alive, then who died?
There's gotta be some way to figure it out. I don't think so. The face was scorched beyond recognition. And there wasn't any description in the Monokuma file. Well, if we can't identify the body...
Then there's nothing else we can do, right?
What the hell is he doing? He's acting at the same time like...
If Kyoko really is still alive, then who died?
Who did that?
There's gotta be some way to figure it out. I don't think so. The face was scorched beyond recognition.
What's wrong? Oh, what the hell, man?
Shoot! Kyoko really...
Then who died?
There's gotta be some way to figure it out. I don't think so. The face was scorched beyond recognition, and there wasn't any description in the Monokuma file. Well, if we can't identify the body...
Then there's nothing else we can do, right?
The one thing that we can tell is when we freaking down body.
If Kyoko really is still alive,
then who died?
There's gotta be some... I don't think so.
I think it's the
And there
thing
wasn't
that,
any description in the...
human
Well,
said.
if we can't identify the body...
then there's nothing else we can
Oh
do,
my
right?
God, I accidentally clicked the wrong button. Last time I only had 3 minutes when I was doing this. I don't want that to happen again.
Gotta be... I don't think so. The face was scorched, and there wasn't any description in the Monokuma... Well, if we can't identify...
No, it's wrong.
I want a full compilation of Makoto yelling at people.
There was one clue left behind that we can use to
Makoto.
identify
He
the
always
body.
yells at people saying, "No, that's true." There's one clue left behind that.
What? For real? You're lying. You'll die a cruel and unusual death.
Cruel and unusual death. This I gotta see.
She's just being stupid. Ignore them, Makoto. Tell us what you're talking about.
I'm surprised you're still alive, Heyo.
The key to figuring out who it was
Let's see, the two people beside me aren't, they're dead.
Is the tattoo on the back of her hand.
Well, yeah. The design's pretty strange, huh? Is this... Her master must have made her get it. To be like, you're my bitch.
Hell,
Seriously?
the first time I've ever heard
Really
Melissa
did something
cuss.
that humiliating?
No, that's not it. The identity of the victim is hidden within that tattoo.
Oh, really?
What if there's such good information? It would make it clear. Make it clear.
I got it!
There we go.
The Fenrir Mercenary Corps. That's the name of the military group Mukuro Ikusaba belonged to.
Okay, so...
To show that they're a member of the team, each soldier that joins the squad would get a tattoo representing Fenrir somewhere on their body.
Fenrir?
Oh, wait. Oh, God. No. Yellow. Oh, wolf. Wolf. Wolf.
Now I understand. The representation of Fenrir is a wolf.
Fenrir, the Wolf of Ragnarok. It's from Norse mythology. A huge, world-ending wolf. He's the child of the trickster god Loki, and a female giant.
Man, after all this time, we finally got a glimpse of the literary all-star.
A wolf tattoo. And that means...
Exactly. The body we found had a tattoo of a wolf, which means that person must have once belonged to Fenrir. So it must have been Mukuro.
What? Hold on. Isn't she the one that was behind this whole thing?
You sound surprised, but you're absolutely right. Yes, indeed. The trial this time is to solve the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba.
I don't even know who she looked like.
Are you saying the mastermind is dead? And now we have to have a true last trial?
No. It means we were wrong in thinking that Mukuro was the mastermind at all.
So that means Mukuro was the one that attacked me when I went into the one closet with the documents, the secret
But I
closet in
mean-
the bathroom.
Being the ultimate despair seems like a pretty mastermindy title to me.
Maybe we shouldn't have been thinking of her as the ultimate despair in the first place. After all, looking at her profile, I didn't see anything that would fit such a description. All it said was that she was the ultimate soldier. If I remember correctly, that other information came from Kyoko. That's what you told Makoto, right?
So that means Kyoko got it wrong?
Who was she? Who was Mukuro Ikusaba? She's been gone this whole time? And when she finally turns up, she gets killed. Usually when there's a scene where an important character dies, it has a lot more detail.
So you're saying she wasn't an important character, which would mean she was the same as us. Just another participant.
Then who's the real mastermind?
It must have been the Hope's Peak Academy headmaster.
No, the headmaster has nothing to do with it.
But how can we trust that? We already know your information about Mukuro was wrong.
My information was not wrong.
Okay. We're in the middle of a trial right now. Figuring out who killed Mukuro is first and foremost. Please limit all future prattle, chatter, and chit-chat as much as possible.
Fine. Uncovering the identity of the mastermind will have to wait. But remember this, no matter what happens, we will find out who you really are. I stake my family name on it.
I have officially decided to completely ignore all such attempts at provocation. Now then, just so nobody's confused, let me state this one more time for the record. The reason we're having a class trial is because a murder among the students has taken place. Hammer that point straight into your big ol' brains!
What you're saying is that both the victim and the culprit are part of the student body?
Then, one of us killed Mukuro?
Wait, no! There's a chance that there's some mystery 17th person who's been hiding all along!
Nope! There are only 16 students in total that have been taking part in these events.
Seriously? Then, one of us killed Mukuro?
Thank God, it's like the Hunter exam.
Who did it? Who's the killer this time?
Get a hold of yourself. We've already narrowed down the list of possible suspects.
Huh?
I'm sure you realize who I'm talking about, right, Makoto? Who the evidence points to?
Toko and Jess, Jack and Kuro and Kyoko. Damn, I don't know.
I got it!
Oh, okay.
You've narrowed it down to Kyoko and me.
Oh, because you have no alibis.
Why do you say that?
Allow me to explain. Just after nighttime last night, I went to the garden, so I can confirm that at that point, there was no dead body there. So, the murder must have taken place after I left the garden. However, Hiro, Toko, Hina, and I were in the gym the entire time.
The gym?
That's right. The four of us were there trying to dismantle Monokuma. The whole time we were very careful not to go anywhere alone. We even went to the bathroom in pairs. All of which is to say, the four of us all have alibis. The only ones without alibis
Are me and Makoto. That's why you're able to narrow down the list of suspects.
exactly so.
The only suspects are right now are me and Kyoko. I know it's not. Damn it, I can't actually stand somehow.
I have something I'd like to say regarding the whole alibi.
Yo, what
thing.
if I panic, open my drawer, and just stab them? Oh wait, no, he had the knife, didn't he?
Are you thinking of raising an objection?
Well, before that, I just want to try and get a better idea of what time the murder took place. Doing that might reveal some kind of clue.
Whatever you want. Somebody go ahead and help him out.
Me and Byakuya can both confirm that the body wasn't in the garden at, well, it was after nighttime for sure. I'd say it must have been around 10 o'clock. So the murder must have happened after 10 p.m.
Then I guess we can say the time frame for the murder was between then and when we found the body? Oh, but what time did we find the body?
The one who saw the body first was Toko, right? And she went to go get the pickaxe.
Shoot!
Fuck.
Shoot!
I
got it! The body must have been discovered at 9 a.m., since that's when Toko went to get the pickaxe.
Now then, Toko. Well, when we left the gym, it was at 9 o'clock, so it's probably 9 o'clock on the dot now. Okay, go get the pickaxe. That's here by 9:01.
He's right. It had to be around then.
So we can be totally sure the murder happened sometime between 10 at night and 9 in the morning.
For me, I was already asleep before nighttime hit, so I don't have an alibi after 10 o'clock, but I'm sure I met up with everyone else before 9 this morning.
We ran into each other in the dining hall, right? That was around... Oh yeah! Right around 7:30.
Wait,
I remember checking right before I went in, so I'm totally sure about it.
Now that I think about it, doesn't the sprinklers turn on?
Which means from 10 p.m. to 7:30 a.m., you don't have an alibi.
What happens between 10 a.m. and 9 a.m. and I have to have an alibi from 10 p.m. to 7:30 a.m. Okay, then it looks like the game has begun. If I can't provide an alibi for that period, I just have to prove that that murder didn't happen during the time I don't have an alibi. To do that, I have to make it clear when the body ended up in the garden. Oh my god, I think I hate this one.
We've established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night and 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yep, And Makoto doesn't have an alibi for most of that time.
Yeah, from 10 o'clock to 7:30.
That's more than enough time to commit murder, I should think. So Makoto, if you have any objections...
Now would be the time.
Oh shoot, I have 4 minutes. I'll do something quick.
We've established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night...
No,
Shoot, I just guessed.
Actually, the murder couldn't have happened anywhere near 10 o'clock. It had to have taken place way later.
And what makes you say that?
Because of the sprinklers in the garden. The sprinklers are set to go off right at 7:30 every morning, right?
What? Go ahead and sleep if you want.
So if the body had been in the garden before 7:30, then it should have been completely soaked.
Oh, hold on. I remember this part perfectly. The body was wet. Dripping wet, in fact.
Oh.
Sorry, Toko, but you're wrong.
I'm wrong? How? Are you saying only the mouth down south was wet? How dare you spew such indecent words!
No, I'm saying that the body was wet, but not because of the sprinklers.
What do you mean by denying the sprinkler? Are you trying to deny my entire existence?
You're totally wacko.
If you really think it wasn't the sprinkler, you'd better tell us why!
I would prove it because it wasn't. He was hit Toko with certain. Oh no! I know what I need to do, but I don't know how I have the strength to do it. Alright, hold on. I'm gonna put my face cam down for this because it's gonna hurt.
I admit nothing. I hate you. No, no, no! I don't know anything! Hold on! Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. I hate you. No, no, no! I don't know anything! Hold on! Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. I hate you. No, no, no! I don't know anything!
Thank God.
How can you say it wasn't the...
This should prove it.
Okay, I missed like one shot, well, because I got a bit stressed, but I did it.
Just remember what
is
the
bad.
body was like after the explosion, and you'll see why it wasn't the sprinklers.
Why wasn't it sprinkler?
The top half of the body was wet, yes, but the bottom half was completely dry. If the sprinklers got the body wet, shouldn't the whole body have been wet?
So they only got the top wet? The bottom was completely dry? What a brutal maniac!
Says the
I'm
maniac.
so sick of her.
Yeah, I know.
Let's just move on. The reason only the top half was wet was because... while the body was still on fire, I doused it with water. But only the part on fire, the top half.
Oh, then I guess the sprinklers really didn't do it.
So if the sprinklers didn't get the body wet, then the murder must have taken place sometime after the sprinklers turned on at 7:30 in the morning.
Which means she must have been killed sometime between then and when the body was discovered at 9.
But Makoto's alibi was only missing from 10 o'clock last night to 7:30 this morning, right?
So there's no way Makoto could have done it.
In which case, the only one left without an alibi is Kia...
I just want to Makoto hold on. But Makoto alibi was missing from 10 o'clock last night. No, I refuse to believe it. Kyoko murdered someone?
I'd just like to say one thing. If you vote for me, and I die here, the mystery of this school will stay hidden forever. Which is why I can't let that happen.
So are you saying you're not the culprit?
Of course I'm not. I have no reason to kill anyone. This is a trap the mastermind has laid for us.
A trap?
We're this far into the game, and now you decide to blame me? Stop wasting time! Stop wasting energy! You really think your little trick is gonna work?
Shut up, you!
You got it, boss! Shutting up now!
Anyway, Kyoko, you actually did have a reason to kill her.
Huh?
She thought Mukuro was the ultimate despair. In other words, the mastermind behind everything. So she killed her to try and put a stop to all this. Isn't that right, Kyoko? But you made one catastrophic mistake. Mukuro wasn't the mastermind at all. And as a result, we were forced into another trial. Something I'm sure you weren't at all expecting.
So, that was her motive?
If she had a motive and no alibi, well then, I think it's pretty clear Kyoko's gotta be the culprit.
I'm not believing it. I don't believe Kyoko's the culprit.
I'm not the only one without an alibi. Makoto's explanation is still insufficient.
Huh?
The sprinklers didn't get the body wet, but that doesn't mean the murder happened when he said it did.
What are you...
Because you see, there is a way the body could have avoided getting wet.
Interesting. I'm listening.
All it would take is covering the body with a certain something to keep...
Guess what? I have it. I freaking have it. Where is it? Where is this? Where is it?
I got it! You're talking about the tarp, aren't you?
You catch on quick. You're right. All you'd have to do is cover the body with the tarp, and that'd take care of the water. In fact, that's exactly what the killer did. The dirt pattern on the tarp can attest to that. Only one side of the tarp got dirty, because that's the side that got covered in water. The side that faced down over the body, meanwhile, kept perfectly clean. This proves that the killer used the tarp to keep the body from getting soaked.
He like take off the
But
glove.
why would they go to all that effort just to keep the body from getting wet?
Most likely so they could cloud the issue of when the murder actually took place. In other words, to create an excuse exactly like the one Makoto just gave us.
I didn't even... Come on, losing focus. Dude, if I was in Makoto's place, I would freaking fail in the first trial. But most likely so they could cloud the issue and when the murder took place. In other words, to create it. It's exactly like the one Makoto just gave us. Why would she want me to make me look like the killer? No, I can't think about that right now. The tarp. If it was used to kill, the tarp must have touched the body, right? But the body... That's true.
Something's not right.
And what might that be?
Maybe look at if I don't do something, everyone's gonna think I'm the killer. I have to refuse to kill the blood. I have to make my argument. Body before it goes into it, fragments near the body.
By covering the body with the tarp, the killer prevented it from getting wet.
So the reason the tarp was only dirty on one side is because the sprinkler got that side wet.
It was totally spotless, right?
Oh my
That
god.
side was protected from the water. Since it was facing down toward the body,
I would have laughed.
of course it didn't get dirty.
I would have laughed if I shot my own words and I said, no, you're wrong.
By covering the body with the tarp, the killer prevented it from getting wet.
So the reason the tarp was only dirty on one side,
On body before the
because the
explosion.
sprinkler got that side wet.
But the underside of the tarp, it was totally spotless, right?
It's because that side was protected from the water. Since it was facing down toward the body, of course it didn't get dirty.
Maybe the blood on the body hadn't dried yet. Like, he warned us not to touch it. Maybe the blood on it.
By covering the body with the tarp, the killer prevented it from getting wet.
So body
So
before
the
they exploded.
reason the tarp was only dirty on one side is because the sprinkler got that side wet.
But the underside of the tarp, it was totally spotless, right?
It's because that side was protected from the water. Since it was facing down toward the body, of course it didn't get dirty.
This is strange. I don't know what to do, actually. I'm actually confused. What?
By covering the body with the tarp, the killer prevented it from getting wet.
So the reason the tarp was only dirty on one side is because the sprinkler got that side wet.
But the underside of the tarp, it was totally spotless, right?
It's because that side was protected from the water. Since it was facing down toward the body, of course it didn't get dirty.
Hold on, I've got an idea.
By covering the body, killer prevents.
So the reason the tarp was only dirty on one is because the sprinkler got that.
But the underside of it was totally spotless.
It's because that side was protected from the water. Since it was facing, of course it didn't get dirty.
By covering the body with the tarp, the killer prevented it from getting wet.
So the reason the tarp was only dirty on one side is because the sprinkler got that side.
But the underside of it was totally spotless.
It's because that side was protected from the water.
Yeah, I need to get that one.
Shoot!
By covering the body with the tarp, the killer prevented it from getting wet.
So the reason the tarp was only dirty on one side is because the sprinkler got that side wet.
But the underside of the tarp, it was totally spotless, right?
It's because that side was protected from the water.
Shoot!
By covering the body with the tarp, the killer prevented it from getting wet.
So the reason the tarp was only dirty on one side is because the sprinkler got that side wet.
What the fuck do we have to do with this?
But the underside of the tarp, it was totally spotless, right?
It's because that side was protected from the water.
Dang it, dude.
Shoot!
By covering the body with the killer prevents.
So the reason the tarp was only dirty on is because the sprinkler got that side wet.
But the underside of the tarp, it was totally...
It's because that side was protected from the water. Since it was facing down toward the body, of course it didn't get dirty.
Maybe the blood on the body hadn't dried. Like here, you know.
By covering the body with the tarp, the killer prevented it from getting wet.
So the reason the tarp was only dirty on one side is because the sprinkler got that side wet.
But the underside of the tarp, it was totally spotless, right?
It's because that side was protected from the water. Since it was facing down toward the butt, of course it didn't get dirty.
Fragment is the bomb, which they used.
By covering the body
killer
with
used
the
to blow
tarp,
it to freaking
the killer
pieces.
prevented it from getting wet.
So the reason the tarp was only dirty on one side is because the spring,
But the underside, it was totally spotless. It's because that side,
since it was facing down, of course it didn't get dirty.
Oh my god, it blocked that.
By covering the body with the tarp,
The killer prevents.
so the reason the tarp was the spring, but the underside, it was totally... It's because that side,
Since it was facing down toward, of course it didn't get dirty.
Got it!
no,
Finally! Dude, I'm so close to dying.
Actually, one side being clean is pretty strange if you think about it. Because the blood wasn't dry before the body got blown up, right? Yakuya said it himself. Not to touch it, or you might get some on you. If you put a tarp on a body in that state,
Well, maybe the culprit washed it, so nobody would know they'd used it.
If they had, they would have washed both sides.
Yeah, exactly, both sides.
Oh! Yeah, true.
More than that, what if the very blood we saw on the body was meant as a kind of camouflage?
So the sprinkler wasn't.
What if, after the killer used the tarp to avoid the sprinklers, they then covered the body in blood that didn't belong to the victim?
You mean someone else's blood? Where would they get something like that?
I know! They could have grabbed some of the blood packs from the nurse's office. That's what Hifumi did, right? When he pretended to be dead?
No, that's not what happened this time.
Oh,
The killer got the blood from right there in the garden.
They got blood from the right. From right there in the garden. The chicken! Oh no. I don't like this anymore. I'm so sorry, chicken.
could it have been chicken blood?
What? Chicken blood?
When I checked the chicken coop before the
it
murder,
was like that one
there
story
were
where
5 chickens.
this kid named Sam, like in this book, apparently he killed a pig because he was gonna escape. So, because he won some lottery and his dad wanted the money, so and he wanted to escape. So he faked his death in a slaughter by killing a pig and putting guts everywhere.
But after the murder, there were only 4.
Where's the chicken now? Actually, never mind. I don't want to see
we're
it.
saying
I don't even want to see it.
someone killed a chicken? Man, that's messed up.
Killing a living thing just to do something like that is awful. They should have at least eaten it.
I wonder if seen so they wouldn't be spotted walking around. Anyway, there's no denying that a chicken went missing, which provides a basis for my theory.
So someone actually did kill him.
Perhaps, but even so, there's one thing that still doesn't make sense. You said the culprit used the tarp to avoid the water and then covered the body in blood, right? But if that's the case, then the blood should have soaked into the ground around the body.
True.
But that's not what we saw. Only the victim's clothing had blood on it. The ground was completely clean.
I have to agree, that certainly is strange. Maybe they didn't apply the blood at the scene. Maybe they covered the coat in blood beforehand.
They covered it beforehand?
When you discovered the body, was it wearing the coat like you normally would?
I think so. Wait, no. The head was through the neck hole, but the arms weren't in the sleeves.
Oh, I didn't even realize that.
Then that settles it.
Sorry, I'm having a tough time keeping up. What settles what?
Here's what happened. The murder took place before the sprinklers went off, but the body didn't get wet because the killer covered it with the tarp. Then, later, at the same time the killer was gathering up the tarp, they pulled the coat over the body, the coat they'd already covered in blood. This series of cover-ups was meant to disguise the actual time the murder occurred. They wanted us to think the murder happened sometime after the sprinklers had gone off.
If that's actually what took place, it certainly becomes possible that the murder happened earlier.
But
I don't know who did it
to pull
then.
all that off, wouldn't they have had to go back to the garden after the sprinklers turned off?
That actually wouldn't have been all that difficult.
Because they could just hide in the shed.
They already had the coat ready, so they just had to grab the tarp and pull the coat over the body. They'd be done in no time.
Maybe, but still.
Hina, after you met up with Makoto in the dining hall, did you two stay together from that point on?
Oh no. I headed off to the gym, and Makoto didn't show up till later.
Then he had plenty of time to spare, wouldn't you say?
That's not...
Don't bother saying it's not possible.
Wait, it's not me.
I must admit, Kyoko's reasoning is sound. Makoto's alibi is inadequate.
The suspicion falls back on me. But why? Why is Kyoko trying to entrap me? I don't understand. I got a
Well
truth bullet during the
looks
class
like we're
route. That's
back to
actually
square
clutch.
one. Makoto's alibi is no good, so once again, our suspects are him and Kyoko.
For serious, man? Which one of them did it? Hey, why don't we let luck decide? Let's flip a coin. 50-50 odds.
Oh!
What the hell?
See? Pretty good idea,
Why are
right?
you guys so excited
No,
about
not
that?
that.
Oh.
I just remembered something super serious.
Well, don't just stand there. Out with it.
You know that knife we found all black and burnt?
The one we found stuck in the body before it exploded, right? According to the Monokuma file, the knife went all the way through, from front to back. So, what about it?
I'm pretty sure I'd seen that knife somewhere before. That's what I thought when I first saw it. I just remembered.
Oh god, no, it was in my shelf. This is more important. Now that we have the knife, we can do with it. Oh no, I'm nervous. You're gonna think I did it. Dude, this is nerve-wracking. Why is I'm not, it's not me. My god, it's like, oh my god. This is like Among Us on steroids. God, he's the worst accomplice than Johnny Wind Chimes.
It's the knife we gave to Makoto?
You don't seem surprised. You must have noticed earlier.
Yeah,
Then why did you hide that fact?
it's not that I hid it. It's just...
Couldn't be sure of what actually happened last night. I thought maybe I really did kill him.
Suspicious! Very suspicious indeed. The knife we found stuck in the body came from Makoto. Now I'm totally convinced he did it! 12,000% convinced!
Considering everything up till now, I should be able to make it clear. I have to prove that I didn't murder. I'm not the killer. Make my argument. No, dude, at this point I have 0 hearts. Ray, this guy's dead body exploded and stagnant. Wait, the cracking the body
The
is the bomb,
knife we
right?
found lodged in the dead body. It's the same one we gave to Makoto. It really is, isn't it? I was afraid of that.
If he did have that knife before,
That seals it! Look, just because I had the knife once, that automatically makes me the killer?
well, getting stabbed is what killed her, right? So there's no question. You took that knife of yours and killed her with it.
What a horrible man you are, Makoto.
Some because I have a... Wait.
The knife
I
we
believe I'm
found
really
lodged
sad.
in the
Hold
dead
on.
body.
No!
It's the same one we gave to Makoto. It really is, isn't it?
If he did have that knife before, then that seals it. Makoto did it.
Just because I had the knife once, that automatic?
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her, so there's no question. You took that knife of yours and killed her with it.
What a horrible man you are, Makoto.
It was pregnant. We already established that the coat was put on the body after the typing. Means when the knife was thrust through the coat into the body.
The knife we found lodged in the dead body. It's the same one we gave to Makoto. It really is, isn't
Hold
it?
on.
I was afraid of that.
If he did have that knife before, then that seals it. Makoto,
Just because I had the knife, that automatic?
well, getting stabbed is what killed her, right?
What in the living hell?
Shoot!
Like the one time we were like blaming
knife we
Celeste,
found
but
lodged
then
in
all
the
of a
dead
sudden
body.
like they've all blamed me. They all
It's
voted
the
me.
same one we gave to Makoto. It really is, isn't it? I was
If he did have that, that seals it.
Look, just because I had the knife, that automatically...
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her.
Got it.
No, that's wrong!
Wow, my working on 100%.
Wait, hold on. The stab wound isn't what killed Mukuro. That should be clear from the description of the cover-up we just heard.
Lies! We never talked about what killed her.
No, don't you remember? The killer covered the dead body with the tarp, and then put the bloody coat on it, right? In other words, the victim never wore that blood-stained coat until after they were dead.
Okay, fine. So what?
So, when we discovered the body, The knife had been thrust through the coat along with the body. Meaning, if she wasn't stabbed until the coat was put on, and she was already dead at that, obviously the stab wound isn't what killed her.
Maybe you stabbed her twice. Once to kill her and once to cover it up.
Then what would the other one be? And also, that means blood would have leaked through. Just that twice in this case. No, there's no way that could be possible. That condition of the body was written down. Damn it. Alright.
Shoot!
Dude, I don't even have half a heart left. Should I just give up? You know, if I lose, I give up. The black ink can be revealed. If I give up, well, if I die, then that's it. If I die, that's it for me. I'm dead. Thank you started that there was no corpse in the garden. But what does he mean it was written down? That's it, let me go out. I think this is it.
The Monokuma file clearly states that there was only one stab wound.
Oh yeah, it sure did. Totally forgot about that.
And the knife
was just another piece of camouflage set up by the true killer. They probably stabbed her to draw attention away from what actually killed her. Exploding the body afterward was probably meant to do the same thing.
Again, how is Merce still alive from that?